It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for joining us on Persis Vlogs. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am your host, and for those who have been tuning in and following me throughout, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. This topic, just to dive right in, I really want to talk about an issue that I've been thinking about a lot, but I was really not sure about doing this particular video because of the sensitivity of the topic.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
And for those subscribers who are not Kenyan or are not living in Kenya, salute to you all who are joining me. Just to get you up to speed, during the pandemic, children have been staying home, as you know, because schools have been closed. And here in Kenya, there has been a rampant trend and terrible trend of children getting pregnant, getting sexually abused by their caretakers or parents, or people in the society. And the percentage, the rate at which children are getting pregnant is alarming, so alarming that we're even seeing it on the news. And for this reason, I felt the need to do this video. Why I wasn't sure about doing this video is because personally I'm not a parent. However, on this particular topic, I feel like it's a societal issue more than it is a personal experience issue. I mean, if you look at what is happening to kids, some parents are said to abuse the children, caretakers are said to abuse the children, relatives, friends, so it's more of a societal issue than it is a personal issue or a one person's experience. Societal issue than it is a personal issue or a one person's experience. So I felt the need to talk about this. On top of this, and to add on to this, I work with Legoland, and for those people who do not know about Legoland in particular, it's an international brand that deals with kids. It's an international entertainment park brand that deals with kids. So I have had the chance to deal with kids as I work, and as well as I have just recently taken an online course on children's rights and protection, and it talks about children's rights, just as the topic suggests. And for this reason, I felt like children's rights, just as the topic suggests. And for this reason, I felt like maybe I have enough material to talk about it. I have enough, and I have a bit of understanding, and I've been a child as well, so that's an experience. So, because it's quite sad that the children who are the future of any society are having to go through this kind of things so early on. And just like I mentioned earlier, on this course you get to understand children's rights and children's protection and how you can protect the children, and part of that is understanding what kinds of environment influence what kinds of kids. And on this particular course I took, it was very clear that early childhood experiences affect who we get to grow into as we progress along life. It's very, very important to understand that what children go through while they're young and in their early stages in life will definitely affect them when they grow older in life. And if we're expecting these children to be a good example in society, and we're expecting them to be better people in life and to be successful and to be thrive in life socially, mentally, emotionally, and financially, I mean all around, then we need to start taking care of them early as they get onto this earth. And just to give you a little bit of a story, while I think I was around 6-7 years old. I must have been around that age. So that young, I was, kids at that age are mostly playing, and I had a group of friends of mine, and amongst these friends of mine, they had a newborn baby. And because I was the oldest in the group of kids we used to play with, I got a chance to see the child. And the mother of my friend actually trusted me to carry this baby. And I was so young. I was like 6-7 years old. I didn't know how to carry a baby. I didn't know I didn't fully comprehend what holding a baby and having a baby was about. But immediately I was given instructions and I was shown how to carry this baby, and I held the baby on my arms. I must tell you, as young as that was, 6-7 years of age, I could not comprehend why I felt like that was the most precious thing that I ever felt. And I could compare it to gold then, because I hadn't had an experience with gold, but now I know better. I know children are even way more precious than gold. And I just wish the whole society would view children as such. They are very vulnerable. They can't stand up for themselves. They need assistance in growing, and good examples in being in the society to become disciplined people, and well educated, and emotionally healthy and mentally healthy. And even as I go along, I have seen and heard of people who have had to go through counseling, saying, and even psychologists clearly states that some of the issues that people are dealing with that are mental start from their experiences early on in their childhood, just to kind of emphasize on how important early childhood for any child is. So when you hear that small children are getting pregnant, small children are getting sexually abused, small children, even on this course that I talked about child trafficking, it is so abominable. It's mind-blowing how you could do such a thing, or how anyone could do such a thing to children, and as a society, because it's not just, like I said, it's not just in the home, it's in the schools, it's in churches, it's everywhere. We need to do better. We need to protect these kids. They're gifts, they're precious, and we kind of determine the future that is going to be there by how we take care of these kids, because from what they see, and kids are really good, and these children these days, they are very, very wise. You can tell them not to do something, but that's not what they're going to follow. They're going to follow what you are actually doing. So it's very important. Even as adults, they emulate good things from us. We demonstrate and illustrate good examples. It's absolutely crucial. They will not follow what you say. They will definitely follow what you're doing. So if you're a liar as an adult and you're telling the child not to lie, then what exactly are you doing? So if you're not honest, if you're rude, you're not polite with other people, if you're always shouting, that's exactly what they are going to emulate. And it's very clear, even as I work with kids, they're kids that are very well disciplined. And if you interact with their parents, then you realize this is what they have learned from the parents, because the parents will talk to you saying please, thank you, even if they don't have to, and the child just follows what the parent is doing. And their parents who are very rude, and even as I'm working, you see a parent who's very upset and they're emotionally hayward and they're not courteous. Even if they're upset, there's a way of simply expressing what has made you upset, and then maybe us as the people who are working there can assist you. But not everybody's like that. So unfortunately, that also goes on to the children, and the children are very rude, and you cannot tell them to do anything. They don't follow instructions, even if it's for their own safety, you understand? So yeah, I don't know, we need to do better as a society. We need to protect these children. We need to take time with them. As parents, we need to take time with our kids, because I know that I do not remember a lot of the things that my parent would have bought for me. I do not remember every single thing that my parents would have bought for me, but I do remember most of the times that we spent together. I remember her taking me for merry-go-rounds. I really enjoyed those kinds of rides. And going forth, the international community is looking into ways where children can be assisted while they're still in the home setting. That goes to show how important the home setting for any child is. And I cannot even emphasize this enough. We need to take care of children. These pedophilia tendencies, may God help us. This abuse tendencies, may God help us. This, let's just take care of the children, because they're the next generation. They're the future of the world. And if we want a healthy society, if we want a good society, if we want a successful society, it starts by taking care of the children now.